welcome back everybody to another episode of Workers and Resources Silver Republic. So, at the time of airing of this episode, it will be Thursday, which means the new DLC has officially dropped. That also means that we are no longer going to be working on this series, as the new series will be out. Well, not out. The Tuesday will be out, but I'll be recording on the Thursday. So this series is going to take a finish, is pretty much what's going to happen with this one. Which is okay. I mean, it was good to get back into the game, kind of get the feels of things again, be able to remember kind of how to do all the different things, and also learning some stuff. I also learned that the train depot, yes, it will allow me to get trains. However, where is it? Construction. I don't even have a rail construction office. So without the office, I can't really even do anything. It won't let me build anything. So I do need to build the rail construction office so that I can actually build these rail tracks. So we're probably going to do the 4, not the 8. And then I'm just going to try to find which one is actually the cheapest to build. Which, this one takes a lot less concrete, but definitely, well, this one takes more concrete, more steel. This one takes less concrete, less steel, but more bricks. But bricks aren't too expensive, so I'll probably do this one. So yeah, this one will allow me to actually build the tracks. Yeah. Station length 44, aggregate storage 150, open storage, and then warehouse. And then this one requires workers, and this one also has no pollution. So I don't know why I'm bouncing around right now. But I was thinking that I might place it up in here by the city or in here, because I can just pull them off. And at least this way people can actually walk to get to the train. They don't have to get bussed out here. And then everything is already hooked up, so I don't have to worry about anything. So I'm going to place it here because ideally we're going to get rid of all this storage after, and we're going to put it up into this storage, and we're just going to get our trucks from the distribution to pull it over there so that we can empty everything. And then we'll take this aggregate, and eventually we'll get rid of it too. We'll probably just tell all of our trucks to take from the aggregate there, and then we can actually get rid of all that. Get some more roads underway for making them into gravel. I don't think I'm going to do the town yet. I mean, there are ways to get into the town, but I just don't have enough people, and I'd rather have people because this gravel has been sitting here for a long time, and it could have gotten done if I had people that were just moved in, and then they could have just dealt with it themselves. So let's make sure that that's selected, and then get all that selected too. So that'll allow them to start working. And then I just need to hook up rail right now. Just need rail. So I'll probably do something like that. And then this one can probably can just do that. I think that's all I'm gonna really need. Because I don't need many going in there. And then afterwards we can put the aggregate. We can do more storage on the other side. But right now I think this is just gonna be enough to get going. So we should be good on that front. Yeah, so, I mean, I appreciate everyone that viewed and watched this kind of mini-series to get back into recording, to get back into Workers and Resources, Soviet Republic, to kind of get the idea of how the game functions and operates again. And then once the new DLC drops, then we will get underway in the new Early Start DLC. Which will be exciting as well. I'm honestly curious to kind of see how it's all going to work out. I'm curious to see how like all works, because I've seen some other videos out there, and really getting what do you call local steam locomotives is very very crucial early on, which sometimes I don't even get train depots going early enough in my gameplays. So it's going to be interesting to kind of see. I can't even make this into a one-way. Well, shame. But here I can, now that it's gravel, you can do yields and straight throughs. So maybe we'll just connect some of that, just so that we get the yields going. Yeah. Okay, cool. Straight through. Straight through. So I think if they ever butt into each other at the same moment in time, they'll just wait. They won't go all the way through. And then traffic lights, I think you can only place those on asphalt. But let me check. Kind of curious. Cancel road signs, and then yeah, okay. So it only probably placed on asphalt. This is enough for that. Yeah, cool. So I think what I want to do to kind of wrap up and finalize this mini series, and then once the new DLC drops, I'll be getting that, and then we can kind of make a longer series. I'm hoping that we can have a series that lasts for a long time, that we do a successful run in, but we'll kind of see. Play it by ear. Yeah. Okay, so the train depot looks like it's about to finalize, and I also did figure out why I can't grab this track bolt builder, the AGM, is because it's actually not de-assembled, it's assembled, so that's why I can't use it, because it is still currently assembled. So what I mean by that is, you know, this track builder, actually this track builder is better, and it's not even that more expensive. Well, now I have like 3 track builders. That's not even that expensive at all, and it has way less wear and tear. And I can get on the tracks pretty quick. But I need to go in here. I need to go show all, disassembled. This track builder is what I need. Empty weight 10 tons. Well, what is the difference between these two? I don't. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't fully understand. Actually, maybe let's go into here. Disassembled. Where was it? Disassembled right here. I don't want to buy it because I want to just see if like who can carry it. $22. Empty weight. Okay, we're just gonna buy the disassembled one and see what happens. I don't know. If we go under, it doesn't matter. It's our last episode, anyways, of this mini series. So I don't think I'm gonna get through $831,000 in enough time. Okay, so this one is unassembled, so it actually should work if he goes and grabs it. And then we just need to get this construction yard underway, which actually is moving fast, dude. Wow. Now there should be getting stuff delivered. That was fast groundwork. And did it pick it up? Nope. Wait until loaded. Okay. Wait for this stop. I think that's probably the problem, is it wasn't waiting until it was loaded. So it was just kind of going in there and leaving. Let's see if that changes anything. Oh, awesome. Okay, there's no construction to the custom house. So I think, yeah, this is the train depot. This will allow me to actually get trains, which is great. And then once we get power, that'll be awesome too. But yeah, we're definitely making some progress. Can load up to 13 tons. Now he's just going to be in there forever, isn't he? So how do I call him home? Hold on. Okay, now he's going to go. So why aren't you loading my track builder? So what if I load onto a flat deck? Must be located in the same building. Okay, so what if I tell him, wait till loaded, start, and then maybe I can click on him because he'll be in the same building. I don't really know how it fully works, to be honest. But who knows? I mean, it's going to be pretty interesting. I think before a year's passed, we're going to get actually people in the city, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I'm kind of... I feel like I'm kind of just drawing some blanks on like what really we should be doing here next, because we're going to be moving on to the next series here soon. But we'll get through this last episode, and then we'll start rolling in the newer episodes after this one. This one might be a shorter episode just because there's not a whole lot left to get done. It's just a lot of I would say just testing stuff. Vehicle must be located in the same building. So this one's my broken one. Oh no, this one's not. Brand new. Oh, wait. What? Does the construction yard have loading and unloading? Let's see. Hold on. Stations for vehicle loading and unloading. It might actually have... Because that was the road depot. What's the only other thing we could do? Road depot. Bus end station, which we probably need to get some of those. That's maintenance, vehicle repair, bus stop, bus stop. Yeah, I'm not too sure because it's not a distribution office, it's not a container loading center, but it's not. Go to that stop. I don't know. It's just not loading. And this is the biggest one you can get. Epidemic. Oh, here we go. Okay, our vehicle repair station's up and running. So we can actually get repair vehicles. Building is without power, water, nothing to repair. Okay, I mean that's fine. We'll deal with that a little bit. Will this actually finish? It's moving fast. I don't know if it's actually gonna finish though. Oh no, it should. 100%. All right, look at that. We got this open and operational too. So actually, we can tell all of our distribution offices to stop loading at the customs house. Load, load, load. And then tell them to unload over there. Unload. So then this is steel, boards, and bricks. Okay. So zero it out and then keep this at 100. And then we want to have limited amount 25 prefab boards, bricks. There we go. Okay. And then we just gotta get some prefab panels up in here. But once this is empty and actually all in here, then we will decommission all this, which this only can store 76. This can store 229 tons. Significantly a lot more. So that's always good. Okay. So this is going up. I need to see how do we actually get this, our 3 track builders now, to the location they need to go to, so that we can actually get this all hooked up, get the end station hooked up, and get everything fueled and operational, and the town to get up and operational as well. So yeah, starting to, we're doing good on money. Oh, here comes the heating plant. So the heating plant can store 45 tons. This is a dispo, so I'm going to send it there, and I'm going to tell them to load coal and unload. And you can keep it at 90%. So now we're going to buy some coal, unload it there, so we have a heating plant. And we do have a bus stop. We just need to get a bus line from the small platform to the heating plant. Because that's currently all that they're going to be doing really outside for work. And then eventually we need a bus stop, which we have one set. We're just not going to have anybody going out here for temporarily time. Or not temporarily, probably never. We're just given a good basis and starting stones for Republic. We do have a lot of vehicles sitting currently, and I think it goes back to that same bottleneck of we just don't have enough workers coming out. Oh, there we go. There's our first building. Without power, temperature is too low. No one lives here. I just think it comes back down to that. Like, we just don't have enough foreign workers coming from the customs house. He's loading bricks. And then we're dropping off bricks. Okay. Yeah. Hand load 13 tons. All related vehicles. Because, like, is this just set up wrong? I feel like I'm just, like, stuck on the same thing. Vehicle container. Load. I don't know. Who knows? Okay, so that's up and operational. This is up and operational partially. We're also filling all this. Buildings without power. So if we don't have power here, we're actually not going to be able to use that crane on the top. So let's get power hooked up. Can we hook up power right in here? Or should I do... Yeah, we can do here. Do something like that, and then if I was to bring it across, that would be quite a lot. So probably what I should do, well, it would be a kind of a long pull, but I think we're not going to be moving these anytime soon. These are full. Wow. Okay, maybe I should... right in here somewhere. Let's see. Put a divider. So we can pull off the power from here. So I'll plunk that there. That'll pull off the power. Then we can do a transformer. Something like that. Then we'll hook this up like that, and then we will power it with a underground wire again, because we don't need a massive wire. Like that. And then we can pull another underground. Oh, it's hitting winter. Our first winter. First and last. We can do something like that. And then we also have a ton of power options to pull. Which really, from this transformer, I could have put more switches, and then we could have just switched this one. But I think we're going to be pulling this power line anyway, so it doesn't really matter. There we go. That gives our truck something more to do. And then we also need to run 15. We'll run it alongside the train tracks if we can. Then we'll pull from there to there, and boom, boom, bosh. Okay. So we have some overhead lines running, which is good. So we can power all this up. I'll make sure trucks are actually actively working on that. And our cranes are here and waiting for workers, which will high prioritize this. So hopefully the road vehicle actually prioritizes that. Oh, we got a ton of them over here. Wow. I think maybe in here we will do a... I can't remember what it's called. It's not snow removal. It's not cement. What are they called? Oh, actually it might be the road depot. No, maintenance. Is it maintenance? Depot, road depot, maintenance, tech office. Yeah, I think it's actually this one. So we'll temporarily just put it right here. Actually, we'll do right here. And then... yeah, and then we'll just do purchase. Snow plows, 1, 2, 3. Boom, bosh. And then office work range, we'll crank it up. So they get everywhere. And then we'll prioritize gravel roads so that everyone can move quickly down this main highway. Yeah, it seems right. Okay, cool. We're making progress. And this should be done. I mean, there's resources on site. All the resources are on site. We just need the workers, and then they can start working. We do have one crane, and I don't know where the rest of my cranes are located. I think they're on the working in the town. Okay, cool. So we have that done too. So let's add him to the list, and let's keep it at 80. And then you should go, right? Buildings with... oh, it's without power, so it actually won't do anything until it gets power, because it can't put fuel in it if it's unpowered, because it's the same thing with like this crane. It just won't work without power. So that's a-okay. The camera or the gameplay feels kind of jittery right now. I don't know why, but I also noticed too, graphics. My graphics don't seem as good as others. I don't know if they have like mods on or whatever, but some people's looks really nice. So, okay, here. So our school's up and operational. It's without power, but we're going to increase the amount of staff to just probably 3. Because, again, it's a small city. I don't think we're going to need much. And then our outdoor tennis court, basketball. We could technically have citizens if they would all just die. Because it's too cold for them to survive without a heating plant. There's nothing actually hooked up to the heating plant. But we should maybe get some vehicle, like some buses on the road. That's actually something that we could set up right now while we kind of wait for everything else to get underway and finalize. So we're going to need a road depot. We can just do a free one for right now. We're going to need to flip it and then hook it up right there, and then hook that up, and then that'll be actually, you know what, let's not put this here. Let's actually put the end station, which is, where was the end station again? Road cargo, bus platform. We are looking for an end station. Bus end station. Small, large, and small. These really don't take much to actually build, which is quite nice. But we can actually put it up in... oh, we can't. Can we do it this way? No, but we can put it up in here. Because, well, they're going to be doing... probably going there. So they're going to be going across to there, back down. So it makes sense to have the end station somewhere in here. And not over, like, this would make sense too. Actually, that would make sense too, right here. Yeah, let's do something like that. So that would be the end station. And then we just have the road depot here, which is good. And then they can take what they need and pull it across. Okay. Yeah, so this will be one stop, this will be another stop, and then this will be the end stop. And they can fuel up and do what they need to do. We're still seeming to be emptying all the boards and bringing them up here, which is fine. We do have 2 entrances in here. So I think what I might do, because we have quite a lot of stuff just sitting, is let's do something like that. And we'll leave that not moving. And then we'll queue that. And that should activate all of our trucks. Yeah. Alright. Cool. We don't need this in the gravel because no one's really going to come out here. We don't need that to gravel. I mean, ideally, eventually, but not right now. This is our water plant, which is nice to have in the city. Because nobody's going to need to actually get a bus ride to go there. They'll just do it here. And they'll just get it done regardless, which is super nice. Here we go. Okay. This is done now. There's no connections. So let's see. If we hooked up... None of the vehicles can be sent as this building is not suitable as depot or workplace for current vehicle. Okay. So now the question is, can I tell you, erase from line, if I go boom, boom, so if I say load the vehicle and unload the vehicle, and it would be a disassembled, all types, Bosch. Okay, now if I tell you to start, you should pick up my track builder and put him down here. And then I should be able to start building some track. Hopefully. Let's see if that works. Come on, track builder. Let's start getting all these tracks built. Honestly, I've never had, in any of my gameplays, tracks being built. Where it would, you know, we would have trains early on. I think the first I always get with, like, a city. I think the last one was, season 2. And then I just kind of fizzled out. But I want to come back. I want to do it. So yeah, we're going to see as far as we can get in this last episode. And then once that early DLC drops, I am definitely going to be interested in it. And I also think we're not going to play on a default map anymore. I think we're going to pick one of, like, the world maps or something else like that. Just to shake it up a little bit about the maps we pick. I think that would be a lot of fun because, you know, the default maps are just very square and basic. I think it would be a lot of fun to shake it up with some world map DLCs or stuff like that. Now we actually do have a lot of workers sitting here, so I will actually now invest into another bus. Probably 2 buses actually, because they can definitely grab enough workers now, because it's overflowing. Okay, did he drop off my... He did. Oh, good. Now, can you pick up the other track builders? There's a bus here. Why is there a bus here? Oh, it's because I just purchased it. I'm going to see... He is making another track. And this is searching to do this. 5,000 meters. They are trying to finish. But they have no storage, no nothing. So what I could do is, I know he is in here loading and unloading. So I could also, I know this is not the ideal way to do it. I'm just kind of throwing stuff in here, but he could do that. And then that and that. Okay, they can just unload everything because I have a covered haul. So I have everything that needed. But they just need to load fuel, gravel, and electronic components. There we go. Oh, that's not it. That's mechanical. Electronical. So now he should load this up. And then open storage. I need to also sign. So I'm going to unassign these. Oh, so they were just fighting each other. It's so funny. Copy, paste, and then I'm also going to sign that as well, or unload to 100%, and then I'm going to copy, paste, and I'm going to also select the customs house, and they can pick what they need, and copy, paste. Okay, now they should be loading this one up with everything it needs, and taking out of these central storages and putting them all up here. So it is kind of a long hike for them, but it's alright. Okay, our bus stop is up. It just doesn't have any power, but that's okay. We are working. I think we're working on the... Oh, they got that working. But none of the other power seems to be going up, and I'm not sure why they're neglecting. They were just like neglecting this power. They're just like, it's fine. No, we're not going to do it. But okay, now they're on their way over there. This needs steel, prefab panels, gravel. It's missing those. No fuel, no workers, no power. It's having a hell of a day. So did he end up grabbing... No, he is not. So these must be... Okay, yeah, they must be unloaded, and they can't take them, which is okay. So I'll just tell him to stop what he's doing, so that he doesn't just keep bouncing back and forth and wasting my gas, because he's not needed to go back and forth. I do like that it is 3 unloading zones, which is nice. Just go there, dude. Okay. And then ideally, once winter breaks, we should have everything set up that they can all start working away. No workers or... I wonder... I don't even have this assigned to construction offices. And then assign a construction mode. I don't know if I actually had my cranes assigned over here. I did not. Oh boy. Okay. Now I have them assigned. So this should start. This should start to get underway. I wonder where is he going. 47 workers. They're going all the way up to this well. Okay. Yeah, so hopefully now that these are assigned, they'll start working on them. Because honestly, this power line, all of this power went up super quick. Wow. Probably have a lot of vehicles. Well, that's all right. That's weird. He's turning around. Where's he going? Oh, because he probably couldn't get over that way, and there's no turnaround, so they have to go all the way around. Oh yeah, that's dumb. Yeah, we really need... Can you drop off like 4 dudes right there, please? Let's high priority it so it can get finished. These excavators just going to town on the groundwork. No, they're all off over this way. Looks like they're just trying to put up the resource center. That's fine. And then these are almost all unloaded. Then I'll have more space for the rail yard location in here. But yeah, like all this stuff is for groundwork, and all of that groundwork is done. But I don't want to try to do gravel because they're just going to not be able to do the small stuff. They need just shovels, which is a problem. Oh, some gravel's going down without power. So this is just need mechanisms on site. This also just needs mechanisms. Yeah, so all the groundworking is done in all these big buildings. Oh, I really like how that actually looks. That's nice. Cool. Yeah, groundworking's done, so they don't have anything to currently do. Snare. Actually, let's just leave this maxed out at 5. Let's purchase an ambulance. 1 passenger, 1 passenger. I wish there was like spots for 2. Max speed is 90. We currently don't even have any roads for 90. So, but these are all like 90s. Let's just do that one. That's fine. Okay. All right. So this episode probably only be about 40 minutes long, and then we'll probably just call the mini-series a success and get ready to move on. I honestly am pretty impressed. with how much I remembered about the game, and how quickly I've seemed to have gotten kind of the rough infrastructure up and running. Some things I would do different is probably not start my republic between this many mountains, so I could try to like spread myself out and not have to deal with it. Like next time, if I do have a mountainous area, I'm gonna expand out to the flat area, and then this could be like just construction, rail yard, export zones, clothing, like, but everyone else would be out over here, and they'll just get brought in by van or train or whatever, because this is just very, very tight quarters to try to do anything right now. Okay, so I mean, we currently have a lot of vehicles sitting, because all the groundworking is done, and there's not a lot of workers to pick up. And I don't know if we want to like expand what we have, or just try to, hey, my meat storage is up, and the warehouse. Okay, so that we're going to want to have a distribution office at, and we'll probably see if I can squeeze it in here. We'll do that, and then we'll purchase, so we're going to need covered halls, total capacity 1, 2, and then we're going to need a refrigerator 1, and then we're going to need to go customs house, meat, storage, load, unload, and keep it at 90's fine, and 100. And once they get over there, we can start worrying about the rest. Yeah, I wish... Oh, they got it done. Oh, good. Okay, so now everyone can just, like, kind of fly up and down this main highway. Once we get people in the Republic, we will just, like, do a lot more of the road working here for getting gravel roads, but just right now it's just too difficult. Because even if I do this... like this can have a machine, that can have a machine, this one can't, so now we need to high prioritize it, and then we're going to need to assign it. Yeah, and then everyone should start rolling. Yeah, the ones that they need. Load and unload, and then this needs to be limited amounts, so we're going to want to do food, probably 35, clothing 25, and then entertainment. What all can this take again? Food, clothes, electronics. Food, clothes. Food. 65, clothes 20. And electronics can be 10, and then this can actually be 25. Bosh. Okay, now this should only pick up this stuff and put it in there. Actually, maybe we should do 60, 20, 10, 10. So then actually we have a little bit of alcohol. And then we can just set up a alcohol kiosk. We can do that. We just do that right in here. Yeah, we can. And make it a long enough roadway just in case it fills up and we just have one guy sitting. Alright, so then this would need to be also to there. Building's not finished, we can't do it yet. Okay. Make sure all this is underway and being built. All is well, all is good. Where are my buses? Why are you sitting and not picking people up? I don't know. Well, let's copy my assignments over there. 62. Yeah, you can definitely help work and pick up people. And then we got all the gravel down. This is being built quickly. We should be seeing some come in there. We got some food and we got some storage going on. But we just don't... Oh, crud. Yeah, I shouldn't have filled that. Because it's going to just go bad. forgot that's a thing. So let's high prioritize and high prioritize, and then let's start importing. Just import 100, and then hopefully they can build this quickly. Workers, a whole ton of workers there. Oh good, we got the water up. We're getting the cargo train station working. Fire station's coming up soon. We got an ambulance in here. Everything's looking up and up. For the end of the season. Oh man, I'm real excited. I'm real excited for that early start DLC. Because I always was like, I like, 1960s, but if you played, you'd really creep up onto the 2000s quickly, and then the 2020s. So that's when I was like, I saw Charlie Pryor. He was at 2060, 2050. Granted, he's like 100 and some videos in, or 190. But that really was the thing that turned me away. Was like, oh, it's I know what the 2025s look like, and it's not what he has. So I just thought it was kind of funny. Turned me away a little bit, but anyways, I think, like I said, it's gonna be a shorter episode, this one, for the last one. We definitely made a lot of cool progress with the Republic. It's gonna be definitely cool to kind of see how everything works out in the early DLC, or the early start DLC, to kind of take what we learned in this mini series and apply it to the next series that we do. So again, I do really appreciate everyone that watched through this this kind of mini series. If you didn't watch all the way through, or if you kind of heard the announcement on I think it's episode 3 that we're going to be stopping very, very quickly, and you didn't end up watching any of it, but you're going to be watching the early start DLC come out, I'd love to communicate through comments or through our Discord channel with you about kind of what you're excited for coming up, and what's kind of on the horizon for Workers and Resources on my channel. So until the first episode comes out for early start DLC, this is going to kind of wrap it up for this mini series. If you liked it, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And remember the Discord channel, or the Discord server, to come chat with me about the next series that's coming out. And hopefully we can take from what we learned here and apply it to the next series. So I will see everybody next time with the early start DLC. Take care.